Well, this is Bean Hit 33, and this is gonna have to be some kind of problems that I'm having right now. Is that it's like you guys probably already know I drive a Chevy Colorado and stuff, but it's like the things I'm gonna kind of mention from the F-150s and 1500s and stuff. Some of the things I probably could do, but you know what? I can't do it because it's not a bigger truck and it's not certain kind of frame. So here's what I'm gonna say about this. It's like a Dan 60. I kind of watched a video on this. This guy talks about, okay, you Dan 60 your vehicle, your truck. Here's what he said. It's like when you Dan 60 it, one, you're getting better fuel economy. Two, it's like, okay, you take out the tailgate, and they say that actually when you put down your tailgate, they say that, okay, that's what you call it, getting ready to decrease your fuel economy. But they say it's like when trucks are a little bit lighter, it's like the flatbed, they get better fuel. Like, they do pretty much better because they're lighter. They can pull more, but it's like, the fact of it is, it's like, my vehicle, the thing I'm going to kind of mention, I could do, but this is something I have to say, it's like, I'm probably getting about 10 miles a gallon, or probably 8. Something like that, I'd say, but there's one guy, he went ahead and did this to his radiator. He disconnected like the hose to the radiator and had operate off the battery and stuff, but it was pretty convenient. It's the way you could get better mileage. Another thing he could probably did was I didn't know this was something else he was probably doing. It's like, okay, it's like Dan 60 it and all that, because of somehow it's like your gears, it's like your RPM and stuff. He said it had something to do with that. Basically, your gears that could cause you not to get very good fuel economy. And next, there was some kind of thing attached to radiator, battery, and all that. I mentioned that already. And then it was some other things. It's like get rid of junk off the bed and stuff like that. Actually helps out. It's like for me, but I've actually did. I took care of my spare tire, took that one out. That actually helps out too. Tailgate, it's like for me, I probably could do a little bit better if I probably took out my tailgate. And then next, it's like after that, that is something, but it's just I'd probably get a little bit better. But he's saying that's for like a daily vehicle, and you know what? Only options I have for the Colorado is like, I'd say there's nothing else I can really do to it. But you know what? It's like ball joints going bad and all this. And then next, it's like suspension components. It's like, okay, it's like when you lift your vehicle, you raise them up. It's like lifting the two-wheel drive. It's just, to me, I have to say this. It's like when you buy a cheap one, more problems. But it's like from all this stuff, a lot of people out there saying don't let the two-wheel drive. You know what? I'd probably say this now. I probably shouldn't have done this to begin with. But you know what? This, like my grandfather says, like this. Okay, you keep your vehicle till you have something else, but the fact of this, my reason why I'd say I would not want to do that, I'd rather just go ahead and get rid of this thing because of, why I'm saying this? It's like, okay, suspension components are expensive. It's like, bushings going out. I can kind of hear that. It's like somebody said that because of all the popping sounds. It's like, that's something else. And the next is like, okay, upper control arms, they're going to have to be replaced. And then it's like lower control arms, I guess they're pretty good. Still useful. Then it's like, there is something else I want to point out. It's spindles. I don't know about this has any effect on it, but I may have to upgrade them next. And you know what? A lot of this stuff I'm looking at is probably going to probably cost me probably $3,000 if you look at that. And then next, it's like all this stuff is really screwed up now. It's like computer operates on half of this garbage and stuff. It's like this year isn't that bad and stuff, but I kind of mentioned these old files and stuff. They're a headache, and they just cost a lot to keep up. And then it's like if I didn't have this vehicle, I probably would have traded it for an older vehicle. It's like for me, and I just went ahead and traded for a K20. The way I'd look at it, if it didn't have hardly any problems, I probably would be seeing this. I probably may not have gotten as much good a fuel economy as I probably am now, but you know what? I'd probably just have to say this. I probably wouldn't have had as many issues with this thing. I probably wouldn't have had as many issues. And it's like I would have probably would have bought one like last year. And you'd probably would have saw a K20. And you probably would have said this. Well, I didn't know you had a K20. Chevrolet, I probably would have bought one, but the thing I'm going to have to say about it had a 12-inch lift on it. But if I had that thing fixed up and ready to go, you know what? It probably would have been nice, but if I had gotten that one, I probably would have sold this truck and then, you know what? Built that one. And then, you know, I probably would have just keep on working on the weekends and stuff. And you know what? It'd probably be a little bit better of a channel and stuff. But a lot of stuff now, I don't really know what I'm going to have to be able to do now because of this vehicle is just costing so much to keep up and working one job part-time and stuff, trying to get out there and find something else. But you know what? This vehicle here is just too much, and all this work, spend $3,000 into it and stuff, including mass flow sensoring, maintenance and stuff. If you add all this stuff together, you know what? I'm starting to think at the end of the day, this stuff is not even worth fooling with, so. And then, I guess, that's probably going to have to end this for a while, but I don't know how to say this, but this is probably going to be my last video for a while because of, tell you guys I want to do a Jeep build and all this, but it's hard to say about what's going to be going on with the channel and stuff for now, so it's probably going to have to end this, so alrighty, peace.